Welcome to another edition of Play Branson, where you get to know Branson's entertainers better. I am your host, Chris Meyer, along with my co-host, Haley Westrich. Haley, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. You look awfully bright today.
I am. Today is Orange Day.
Hey, I'm excited.
So I've never worn an orange shirt on this show, ever.
Well, our guest today is Kevin from Six, so he will be absolutely pleased with that.
And that is why I'm wearing orange, because that is Kevin's color. And for those of you that do not know who Kevin is or Six, all the brothers have a color.
They do.
And so we are going to talk a little bit about orange. Okay. So today is Orange Day. Orange vehicles apparently say you're fun-loving and trendy.
Oh.
Did someone just make that up?
I don't know. It was
I don't know.
Fact, though.
Frank Sinatra loved the color orange, and he said it was the happiest of colors. The color of the U.S. Army Signal Corps is orange. The Golden Gate Bridge is coated in a color known as international orange. I bet you didn't know that. So you learn, this is an educational show. Companies associated with the color orange. Just name a couple.
Home Depot.
Home Depot, yes. Who else?
Oh, Tropicana.
Tropicana, okay. Crush.
Yes.
And Tang. I don't know, Tang. Well, and then Gatorade.
Oh, yeah.
Gatorade. That's another one. So there are lots of companies that have the color orange. Now, there's movies that have orange in them. So I went and researched this, and I just highlighted a few. The most popular movie with the name Orange is Clockwork Orange. I think that was kind of a weird movie. And then we have Orange County. I have Soldiers of Orange. And I have Blood Orange. Those were just a few of the names of different movies with the color orange. So lots of orange happening.
Yes. It'll be a fun episode, that's for sure.
So it's still time that people can still plan their spring break trip.
Oh, yeah. And a lot of the shows have already opened, more opening as we speak.
So if there's somebody out there that you have not made your reservations yet or your plans for spring break, Branson is open. And it is a great place to bring your family for spring break. Or if you just want to come as a couple, you can do that. And heck, if you want to come by yourself, we will let you do that too. We don't care. Just come. And you'll have a great time here in Branson, whether it's the shopping, the shows, the attractions. There's something here for everybody to do. And golf. A lot of people don't realize how much golf there is here now. Of course, the outdoors with fishing and hiking. It is, and here's the deal. I've been to a lot of places recently. I've been to Nashville. I've been to Austin. I'm fixing to go to New York City. And every time I come back, I'm like, this is a great place. And so sometimes you got to go somewhere else and come back and realize how good it is. But that's what we want you to know. Anyway, we'll be back in just a moment with Kevin Knutson.
There are so many things to do in Branson. You need help planning and booking all your fun. You need iBranson.com. You can find everything Branson has to offer from your computer, tablet, or cell phone. You can even buy tickets online or talk to one of their friendly Branson travel specialists. There's no sales pitches, no delivery fees, no service fees, and no waiting. It's fast and easy. Find your fun at iBranson.com. Do it all online or call 877-ENTERTAIN. That's 877-368-3782. iBranson.com.
Hey folks, welcome back to Play Branson. We are themed orange today, and we have Kevin Knutson with us. Mm-hmm. And you got the little orange on your...
a little bit of orange.
Little bit of orange, but that's your color.
That's my color, yes.
And so I only wore this shirt because you were here.
It looks good on you.
And then we even changed our little display up here for you that's orange. So we did all that just for you.
That's awesome.
So
thank you.
Anyway, you got the spiky hair today, and so I want to talk about that in a minute.
Okay.
But for people that have no clue what Six is or where you've been and how you got here, let's talk a little bit about that first.
Six. Well, we are the sixth oldest of 10 brothers, and we've been performing. Dad started us back in 1975. He taught us barbershop harmony and a little bit of doo-wop, but not really, because he liked the Carpenters and he liked the Osmonds and a lot of harmony groups. So we started out with barbershop because that's all he really knew back then, even though 50s music was out and doo-wop. We learned that a little bit later. But we are, like I said, the sixth oldest of 10 brothers, and we've been performing professionally for 21 years. That means we've done that only, nothing else besides that. So people always ask us, do you have a second job? We're like, no, we used to, but yeah, we've been doing it full time for 21 years, and pursuing it professionally for 31
Wow.
years.
Wow. Because you guys started out, if I correct me if I'm wrong, was it in California or,
Yep,
or
Southern
Arizona,
California.
somewhere in there?
Anaheim. We started out in Orange County. We would get in our little Yugo and drive to downtown Los Angeles in front of a Los Angeles theater or the Dorothy Chandler Pavilion, and we would start singing doo-wop songs and even some barbershop songs. People would see us, throw money in our hat, and then invite us over to come sing at their little parties. And we would sing for Hollywood celebrities that were coming out of
Really?
Yeah, we didn't know it at the time, but a lot of celebrities were coming out of these production shows and plays, and they would see us singing, and they'd say, hey, come sing, and they'd give us $200. We'd come sing for 15 minutes at their house, private party. We did that for Joel Silver, if you know who he is. He did all the Lethal Weapon movies and Predator, and then we got, probably our coolest gig was when we got to do Arnold Schwarzenegger's 40th birthday party in Malibu. I think it was Pacific Palisades, actually. It's myself, Barry, Lynn, and Jack. I still have the pictures of that. That's 32 years ago.
Wow.
Maybe 31.
Wow.
31 years ago. And that was quite an experience because he had it at his receptionist's house or his publicist's house. She had a 3-level house. You know, he got the house, pool, tennis courts. So it was quite extravaganza. And I remember they joked back then that he was going to become the governor
Oh, yeah.
of California.
You're like, yeah, right.
And he did.
Yeah,
So-
he did.
That was one of the cool things we did. We were early on with the formation of the Knudsen brothers. And we finally made the jump to 6 12 years ago. So,
And so you've been in Branson now about 11 years,
right.
right?
hmm This is our 12th season, but we've been here just a little over 11 years. We started at the end of 2006.
Yeah. And so
Great.
take us, what happened after that little stint in California? I mean, were you there quite a while or did you go to, because you went to Vegas,
Yeah.
if I remember right.
We were in Vegas for 3 years, and we played at 4 different venues there. Downtown at the Plaza. Also, it's no longer there, the Lady Luck. They demolished that one. We also played at Planet Hollywood for a while. It used to be the Aladdin. And then we played at the Rio for a short stint. But after 3 years in Vegas, we just thought, you know, this isn't quite the place for us. We're trying to be a little bit more family-friendly show. And I remember at one point, Vegas decided they wanted to become family and try and get all the families there. And it seems like they gave up on it and just went the other way. But
Yeah.
my younger brother, Lynn, the brother just younger than me, he decided to come out to Branson in 2006 this summer. So we came out, went to a few shows, went to the Hughes Brothers show, and started talking to them. They said, hey, why don't you guys come play here in Branson? So we came out and did a showcase in August later, a couple of months later after he was out.
Because it wasn't very many dates, right? I mean, you just came
No,
here
we came
kind
in
of
for one date. We played, about 400 people showed up, and everyone kept saying, you guys come here to Branson and play, you'll do well. So we started talking to the Hughes family, and pretty soon we had a contract, and pretty soon we were playing here, 2007. We were actually supposed to open in March of 2007, ended up opening in November of 2006, because they had some slots open in their
Okay.
afternoon shows. So all of a sudden these afternoon shows opened up for us. It was kind of a cool thing, because
Yeah.
we weren't supposed to be here till March of 87, or I'm sorry, 2007. But so that was quite a miracle
Huh.
for us.
interesting.
Yeah.
So did you start out the show here in Branson as 6, or did you come
Yeah,
in as
yeah.
yeah?
Yeah, we changed our name from the Knutson brothers to 6 Real Brothers, and then we thought, hey, that's kind of redundant. I mean, who doesn't know the brothers are real? But you know, you have the Doobie Brothers, the Righteous Brothers, not really brothers. So we thought, okay, we'll try that name. We tried it for a while, and we're like, no, this isn't working. We're just gonna go with 6. Plus, the logo's really good.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very recognizable. So one of the things that you have, I've actually got this down here, and I even found this because, and this kind of made me remember, you and I had something in common, because you always used to wear sunglasses that
Were
were orange and square like this. And so
Can I
these,
have those?
you cannot, they're broken. But here's the deal.
It's all right, I'll fix them.
I got to tell you this story because, like, you cannot find sunglasses that are orange that are square. And so I had these. In fact, I found these. I got these at a trade show, and I would call the company up, and I'm like, I need more orange sunglasses, and I couldn't find them anywhere else. But you had a pair, and like even on your Facebook page, there's a few pictures of you with the orange sunglasses. So that was something kind of we had in common.
Yes.
And anyway,
cool.
So if you want those, we'll give them to you later.
All right.
But
I do have some orange Ray-Bans, but I can't find them right now.
yeah. So here's
I
the
lost
deal.
them when I went to Arizona a month ago.
So here's the deal, folks. If any of you have connections with sunglass companies that are orange and square, let us know. We want to know. So let's talk about the hair. The hair, because it's very unique and original. And so I'm guessing that's your trademark and identifier.
It is. I've had it this way for 5 years with the spikes. I used to just stick it up. People tell me I look sharp all the time. I don't really know what they're talking about. But
I thought it was like the Statue of Liberty, you know?
That's been a running joke for 10 years now, the Statue of Liberty. But
yes.
yeah, just I got tired of just being half bald and combing it over, and I thought, this is really dumb. Do something with it. So I just started pushing it straight up in like 40 little strands. I have old pictures, and it looked awful, but I put it up, and people were like, wow, that guy really stands out. So then I decided to just narrow it down to about, I think it's 8 spikes now.
8.
Yep.
Yeah. And so how long does it take you to do that?
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I use hair glue. It's from Walmart. It's called Got to Be Glued. All the kids use it. I mean, it's the best product I've ever tried. I've tried other Gorilla Snot. That's not really a nice name, but people try that. I'm like, no, I'm not using that stuff. But no, it works really good, and I will probably keep doing my hair this way until we stop doing the show.
Yeah, because it's definitely recognizable on a show. And a couple episodes back, we had Brian Duvall, who wears these funky glasses, and so there's a lot of entertainers like that have something unique and a trademark, and it makes you memorable. That's
the idea, is to stand out, to stick out. 2 of my brothers are bald in the show, and people ask me, why don't you just shave your head like your other brothers? I'm like, because I don't want to look like them. They're bald, man. I still got some left.
Yeah.
So it's fun. I have a lot of fun with it, and it's a cool part of the show.
Awesome. Okay, that's a great place to stop. We'll be back in just a minute. Stay tuned for more.
Sometimes you stand, sometimes you turn your back to the wind. There's a world outside every darkened door where blues won't haunt you anymore. For the brave are free and lovers soar. Come ride with me to the distant shore. We won't hesitate to break down the golden gate. There's not much time left today. Yeah. Life is a highway. I wanna ride it all night long. Bum, 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 bum. If you're going my way, I wanna drive it all night long. Bum, 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 bum. Life is a highway.
Hey folks, welcome back to Play Branson, where you get to know Branson's entertainers better. We're here today with Kevin Knutson of 6.
And Kevin, you got to perform. Your group has gotten to perform with several big name entertainers.
We've been very honored to do that.
Yeah, and with the Osmonds. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, the Osmonds was back in the 70s and late 70s. We were asked to go perform at a Christmas party for them. And of course, all the brothers were there. And our mom was pregnant with the 9th brother at the time. So we come from a family of 10 boys. So the host, the Santa Claus guy, would bring each one of us out, and we were supposed to represent one of the Osmonds. So we started with, of course, there's 10 Osmonds,
Right.
but Maria's the only girl. So they brought each of the Osmonds out, and each one of us would come out representing all the Osmonds. So finally, when the brother that was supposed to be, or the person supposed to be Marie, they kept sending out a boy. So finally, my mom comes out, and she's pregnant. She goes, "We're working on it, Santa." So it was kind of silly, but they very gracious people, and they invited us to be on there. Donnie and Marie were doing a special at the time, but they were on vacation, so the Osmond brothers hosted the show on that particular one. That was back in 1978.
There you go.
May 78.
Yeah.
You remember better than I do.
There you go. Well, it's just in my notes. So,
yeah.
But that's pretty awesome.
It was, and we've stayed in contact over the years. We've run into them here and there. Of course, Jimmy comes to Branson all the time with his shows, and they're great people.
Yeah. So the other thing that you guys have done, which I did not realize, is you've shared the stage with lots of entertainers. And down here I've got Rod Stewart, the Doobie Brothers, Olivia Newton-John, the Beach Boys. And so I don't think a lot of people would know that just by coming to your show, because you guys really don't talk about that very much.
Yeah, I guess we just forget about it, or we're just trying to get through the show sometimes. But eventually we will put that kind of stuff in there, maybe a video, and maybe we can do that. Thanks for reminding me. That's a great idea for our show.
Yeah.
But yeah, we opened up for all those acts, and they're great to work with. The Beach Boys was very memorable. We got to sing a number with them. And the Doobie Brothers, we opened up for them, and they actually invited us on the stage to sing with them on Listen to the Music. Their drummer, Keith Knudsen, who's now passed away, but he was the main impetus in that, getting us on stage, because he said, "Hey, these guys have the same last name. Let's get them on stage with us and do a number." So we did.
That's cool.
It was really cool.
So talk about 2018, and you guys just opened not that long ago. And so tell us about the show and what's happening this year.
Well, we changed probably half the show from last year. We took some new stuff that we have never done before, took some older stuff from older years. We opened with one of my favorites, which is Don't Stop Believin' by Journey.
Yeah.
And then we're closing with The Impossible Dream from Man of La Mancha. And yours truly gets to sing that song at the end of the show, so that's kind of neat. We have a lot of rock and roll in there. We have a couple of country numbers. Of course, we have our gospel and our patriotic, and it's done in our own unique style.
Yeah, and so each of the brothers kind of play their own role, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
And so how does that work, and what role would you say you play in that?
Well, I'm the biggest brother up there, so I'm kind of the taskmaster. I kind of poke fun at some of the other brothers, even my older brother Barry. In the beginning of the show this year, we have a little bit of a banter there and some dialogue going on that I think is pretty funny. Lynn is the crooner. He's the impersonator. He can impersonate a lot of different people. He's doing Louis Armstrong this year in the show. And of course, Jack, the Green Brother, is One-Eyed Jack, if you remember that from the show in times past. He's kind of our MC and comedian, and just keeps the show rolling, and he's all over the stage.
Yeah.
He's
crazy.
Jumping Jack.
He's crazy.
And then Owen is our vocal percussionist. He's the Purple Brother, and he's kind of out there sometimes, man. People meet him on the street and they go, "Boy, that guy's not very talkative, is he?" Yeah. I'm like, "Well, yeah, come watch him in the show. You'll see how much he's in the show." He doesn't really talk in the show. He does his drums, so he's the vocal percussionist. He's very unique. Probably the best that I know that does what he does. And then our little baby brother Curtis, little boy Blue, he is, he's the charmer on stage. So.
Yeah. So if someone's never seen Six, you guys are totally different than any show in Branson. And talk about what makes you different.
Well, I think it's because we've been together all our lives. We just synchronize up naturally when we sing, and I know that we're the only six-brother a cappella group in the world. Yeah. So that's maybe one thing that we could tout. And also, we are the longest-running a cappella group with the same members. It started, the first five of us started in 1975, so we've been going almost 43 years now that our dad started us.
My goodness. And so it's like when people watch you, it's like there's a whole band there, but there is no band. Right. It's you guys. And that's what makes it really crazy.
I think Jack and Owen with the drums and the bass, they create 50% of the sound. And I think also what people do when they hear the song that we're doing, their brain fills in the parts of it. If they've listened to that song a bunch and they know the song, their brain will fill in the parts that we're not doing. It's kind of a phenomenon. That's the way I would explain it. But yeah, it's a pretty big sound.
Yeah.
And we do a lot of choreography. We've always believed that moving on stage is better than standing there, and then having some brotherly banter and comedic, artistic value to the show.
So what theater what theater are you in, and when can they see you?
We are at the Hughes Brothers Theater. It's right next to the Lodge, and right down from the Ferris wheel. It's the heart of the Strip there, across from Jim Stafford. And we play. Right now, we're playing 8 p.m. shows. And then when we get into March and April, the regular show, it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 p.m., Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday at 2 p.m. So that's kind of a nice schedule. We get a lot of nights off.
Yeah. So you are doing basically 6 shows a week.
Starting in March. Right now,
starting
we're
in
just,
March.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. And then next week, same thing. And then we start into our regular schedule, 6 days a week in March.
Mm-hmm. So if somebody wanted to go online and see more, I'm assuming you have a website and Facebook. Where could they go find more information?
www.the6show.com, and they can also look us up on Branson websites too.
Yeah.
We have all our stuff there, and we have our Facebook page.
And so the other thing that you guys have done really well is marketing, and a big chunk of that has been your cars.
Our cars.
And so as you're driving down the Strip, if you see like 6 Camaros, and they're all a different color associated with the brother, you're going to know that's the 6 show. And so just by you guys having 6 Camaros around town, everybody knows who you are. So whose idea was that? Whose idea was that?
Well, in the beginning, we had the Toyota Scions. We had those for 3 years. We saw some car wraps back in Las Vegas. Said, hey, if we go to Branson, let's do the same thing. Let's get some cars, wrap them. And we jumped on that, did it. And then we decided to switch to Camaros because they were just switching the body style.
Right.
2010, it totally switched to that new style. So we got that. And, it was kind of a collaborative effort, I guess, with all of us. We love cars. And so we decided to get those crazy Camaros. We've had them 8 years now. They still run great, look great, still use them.
Yeah. Now I noticed on your Facebook page you had a picture of this Bugatti.
Yeah.
And it like changed colors, and I'm like, were you there, or just someone gave that? I was like,
people keep sending me that one over and over and over. I just finally used it and put it on my cover. Yes, only $1 million car.
Yeah, but it was weird because it changed colors.
Yeah, it does.
So I thought that was strange.
It does 5 of the colors. It doesn't do red apparently because the person sent me. It doesn't go red. So Barry's out of luck.
Oh well. Folks, this has been a great interview with Kevin Knutson over at 6. Be sure to go see their show when you're in town. You will have a great time. I guarantee it. We'll be back in just a moment.
The Best Western Center Point Inn. It's Branson's top hotel in the heart of Branson's entertainment, next to the Titanic Museum. Relax in the indoor pool and hot tub. The hotel offers a variety of room types. Enjoy the free hot breakfast every day. For more information or to make reservations, call 1-877-334-1894.
Hey folks, we are on location today here at Starvin Marvin's out on West Highway 76, just past the Ferris wheel on the left-hand side. And if you're looking for that local restaurant that you can't get anywhere else, you need to check out Starvin Marvin's. And here's the deal. They've been doing this for over 34 years. And you'll see on my menu here, it's seafood with a Cajun attitude. And right behind me, we've got an amazing buffet with a lot of Cajun and seafood type dishes. But they've also got a wonderful menu with a wide variety of stuff. So if you're just thinking this is just seafood, it's not. It's a lot more than that. Everything from fettuccine to ribs to steak to sandwiches to po' boy sandwiches. Hopefully I got that right. And the folks that own this restaurant came here from southern Louisiana, and so they brought a lot of their own personal family recipes here. And so one of the unique things about this restaurant I really like, if it's a rainy day, they've got a little canopy you can pull up under. You can let people off. They've got a big stuffed bear in the lobby that kids can get their pictures taken in. But you're going to find just great local service here and a lot of great things that you're not going to find at a lot of other restaurants. Things like alligator tail, frog legs. Of course, they've got shrimp and catfish and hush puppies, and the list goes on and on. So if you're looking for a place to eat on your vacation here in Branson, try out Starvin Marvin's, because when you're done here, you're not going to be starving anymore. Hey folks, welcome back to Play Branson. We're here to wrap up the show. And so that was an awesome interview with Kevin.
That was exciting.
It was. Now, offset, he was talking about how they actually picked the colors.
Yeah, that was pretty neat. Trying on the jackets and whatever fit, they chose.
And so those colors have kind of stuck with them over the years.
Yeah.
And I think that was in LA. They had all these jackets that they were trying on, and so they did that. The other thing that we didn't mention is that 417 magazine just picked 6 as the best stage show in Branson.
That's incredible.
And so that's great accolades for them. And so congratulations, Kevin. Wish we should have talked about that while you were on, but we ran out of time. We always run out of time.
We do.
And so there's some shows coming up that are opening this next week in Branson. And so who are those?
The Ball Knobbers. We've got $1 Million Quartet, so quite a few.
And then Clay Cooper as well. And so the Ball Knobbers have been here forever. And of course, that's a Branson tradition. And then the $1 Million Quartet's been here several years now.
4 seasons, yeah.
And then Clay's been here a long time. We've had Clay on the show in the past. Great show. Here's the deal. You can plan your entire Branson vacation. You can buy tickets to 6 to these shows coming up at ibranson.com, and those folks are local people. They can help plan your vacation. No service fees, no delivery fees, just great service from local people. Now, here's the other thing. Praise Fest is also coming up next weekend with names like the Collingsworth Family, Greater Vision, Triumph, Legacy 5, the Booth Brothers, and then it says Mark Lowry is coming in on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think he's kind of going into retirement, semi-retirement, so it might be a good opportunity to see him. He's going to be at the Mansion after Praise Fest. And then Silver Dollar City opens next week on Wednesday.
Lots of things.
So, man, there's a lot going on. It's the start of the season. Here's the deal. Next week, we have a legend in the show, and that's Randy Plummer. He's been around forever. A lot of history there. We're excited to have him on our show next week. So be watching Play Branson, and share this with all your friends. Let them know about all the Branson entertainers. We want to get the word out, so help us. And go to our Facebook page, and if there's an entertainer that you haven't seen yet or you want to see, let us know. Give us your feedback. We love it. So thanks for watching. Until next week, have a good one.